Hello again, this is No Mayo Gaming with another episode of the Trash Cleanup series. This is episode 3, and in this episode we're going to go through and see if we can find a couple of derelicts to salvage from and add to our ship, and do a couple more things, probably correct the orientation on the ship as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start, and yeah, see you in a moment. Okay, we're back. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get some crates first. There were a couple sitting around at the mes what is it called again? Mesicoform. I'm probably saying that wrong. But so I'm going to drop off some items to get some room in my inventory to pick them up. Why is this guy's just hanging out in my ship? All right, so let's set this guy down, or we could put it in our crate for now. That's probably the best thing to do. And then we can grab 2 crates, and that should give us a, well, I think there's 3 crates there, so let's go grab all of them. We'll go ahead and leave them in here for now. The reason I was grabbing these is that we had a little more storage for floor plates and such, because I was going to try and grab a bunch to build out the ship. So second thing I wanted to do is go check out the shipbroker and see if we can get an idea of some of the ships we might want to purchase for ship flipping in the future. We have a dream here for a pretty good price. And this whistle's a crazy cheap price, so it's probably in tons and tons of pieces. And that gas tug is probably the same. But if any of these end up being in decent condition, we should be able to make a pretty good amount of money from it. Almost all of these are actually pretty good. I mean, the larger ones are higher cost, but generally much better. If we end up running into the Rocinante, I'll probably just end up taking it apart because it's too much to save up for at this point. I'm just writing down a couple of their names so that if I run into it and it's got lots of good stuff on it, we can just go back and buy it. Alright, so that's done. I'm going to head back and get one more thing, and then we'll go ahead and head out. And that's a charger for our drills. You don't really need one for the laser torch right away, because it lasts for quite a while. But, yeah. Let's make sure we're topped off. I'm pretty sure I did that last time, but just to make sure. Yep. Alright. That's not how I wanted it. There. Just make sure both our drills have batteries. Alright, we are good. I think that's the freighter with the storage containers, so I think I might go straight to that one. and then maybe come back for these ones. Oh, this thing is in the way. Let's go to there first. Not storage containers, storage base, sorry. Alright, while we're going, I'm going to save it really quick and I'm going to see if I can reorientate the ship. It's been a little while since I did this, so hopefully it works correctly. Alright, let's see if it stayed. But yeah, basically you bring up the console, type in unlock debug, close the console, press the tilde key, the one just to the left of the one on a standard keyboard, and then you can use the Q and E to rotate around to the right orientation you want. But you need to make sure you're undocked, and I highly recommend you save it before you start doing this. Then you save once you're in the right area, exit, and then load your saved game, and it should fix it. I think somebody said something about reinstalling your nav console too. We'll see what it looks like. It might be pointed backwards or something weird. This is right. Oh, what are these little compartment thingies though? I'll try exiting all the way out. Alright, let's try that again. Much better. Alright, and then let's see what our console looks like. Reoriented correctly. Yep, we're at the front of the ship. Looks good. So yeah, I don't think we needed to uninstall that guy. We'll go ahead and do some repairs while we wait for to get to the new ship. Although, were we going fast enough? I should check. 120. Let's go a little faster. Oh, we have an unconscious pirate. Awkward. Well. Bring this guy with us in case there's anything good to pick up. I don't think these are the right tiles I want for this ship I'm going to build, but maybe there's a couple parts. It looks pretty bad though. Now, if I had oxygen on my ship, who's kidding? I probably still wouldn't try and save him. Might be some good tiles if I was going for something like a halberd or whatnot. Nope, almost missed a container. Well, that's sad. Alright, moving on. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the next ship. think I'm going to check out that this guy up here, the 2043. Oh, you. That was probably that really super cheap whistle. Makes sense why it was so cheap. I think we need a couple more thrusters. It's taken a lot to try and slow down. And we're at max. I guess that makes sense since we have one thruster on this ship. Oh, both of them are missing. Well, maybe we'll get lucky with something else though. It's hoping those are usually storage bays, these little open squares. I don't need a lot of doors right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and scrap this guy since it's damaged. It's a lot quicker to scrap them, but you just make sure you don't need a door at the time. Oh, I was saying I didn't need one of these. Get one for free. That works out. What's next? I need to get a container specifically for parts soon. Oh, there we go. That'll help a little bit. I have a couple more in some other spots, but we'll come back to that. Lights can sometimes be hard to notice and good to have. So usually if I see any, I'll try and grab them. Oh, door in good condition. No nav console though. Might come back and grab that door a little later. Well, it would be good if we didn't have hacking, but since we do, that's not a big deal. Just checking to see if there's a bunch of water. So one thing you can do when you're actually salvaging is there's this rough value. There's an ability that gives you the exact value, I believe, but depending on how much O2 is in these tanks, it's going to be worth more. So usually if O2 is at 50 or more, I'll usually grab it, and then if N2 is at 100 or more, I'll usually grab it. They're usually worth a decent amount, but O2 is worth more generally. So we'll go ahead and grab these guys. Looks like I gotta pry this guy. Nope. I'm gonna go ahead and grab 2 pumps just so that we have stuff ready for when we are ready for putting atmosphere in our ship. And then we'll go drop stuff off and come back and see what else there is. Alright, let's go see what else we can find. Oh, let's restore this guy a little bit before it breaks. If you look, this guy's got $5 signs. It's worth a lot. Takes up a bunch of space, but definitely worth. You can see we got our first percentage point for those 3. It won't fit on the dolly, so go drop it off and come back. I'm going to grab this intake for now, in case we need one for a fix-up. It's good to have one in hand. It's broken, but we can fix it up in dire cases. Let's see if there's any... Oh, good. We do have a couple reactor parts. This one's actually not even broken. No batteries, sadly. No thruster there. I think we have plenty of motherboards for the moment, so we'll skip on those. Oh, that's a bunch of stuff. Go ahead and take that bag. Plan at some point to use some of the Van Hummel, so that's why I grabbed that guy. Good, a thruster. It's damaged, but gotta take what we can get. Alright, let's go drop this stuff off, and we'll see if we can get one or two more things. Alright, let's head back. Drop this guy off, and I'm gonna grab one more thing. There's a pristine door over here. Alright, I think that's everything we want to grab from here. I mean, we could grab some conduits and stuff, but we'll hold off for now. Oh, we owe money. What do we owe money for? Ah, passes. Let's go over to this guy. The ship is not liking all this extra weight. See if we can fix this guy up while we wait. Maybe get a little more oomph in our ship. Ah, it's a Rouncy. Well, see if this blows up when we unpause. Oh, not too bad actually. Oh, nice. Got a Hydra. And a bunch of the wall tiles we want. So this one's in surprisingly good condition, the Rouncy, so I'm going to go ahead and try and leave the doors and see if we can maybe fix it up later. Backup OT tank. Alright, lots more to grab, but I think that's a good spot to stop for here. I will probably come back and clean this up the rest of the way next time, and then we'll head back to the K-Leg. Thank you for watching. Again, this has been Nomeo Gaming, episode 3 of Trash Cleanup. Bye.